Orleans Saints. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
That's all you got!
Touchdown, New Orleans! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And according to the Next Gen stats, he covered nearly 40 yards after the catch. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw will be caught by McKenzie. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain there for the Bills.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Allen now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Oh, God. That's so crazy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Play action now. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to run with Moss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They go play action. Winston. They'll roll him in, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 7-7, our score after 1. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now Winston. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air again with Winston. Touchdown, Saints.
That was crazy.
Marquez Callaway, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This take it in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space. And
rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen. This is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Room here to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards, as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Number 53. Touchdown, defense. 53 to Mike. 53. Second down.
On second and goal, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pete Werner, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long third and goal.
26 mark. 26 mark.
Oh, shit.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. Throwing now is Allen.
Shit.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And it maneuvers way forward for about 4. Second and 6. From the 30 on second down. Winston eluding the pressure. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. On first down, Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Allen's throw is complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily You pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 26, Mike. 26.
I did that wrong.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back now in Buffalo. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Allen now looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. The Bills will add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now here's a throw that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, a politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse, disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy.
Ugh.
Still thugging like the days when they weren't
Yeah.
hearing my CD.
Like I want it done,
Made
yo.
it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me.
Sorry about that. Catch y'all next time.
Yeah.